Now, coming through the show floor, we've been able to drum up a few nifty replacements for all of your outdated smartphones, even if you bought it yesterday.
It's old.
It's outdated.
And it's useless. And girls think you're less cool because you have it.
It's true.
If smartphones are really that smart that they'd figure out a way to keep from being rendered obsolete every 2 years or so, 1 year,
every
5
2 minutes.
Every 2 minutes or so.
Well, let's dive right into it. First up, we have the Revolution from LG. This smartphone is great for video on the go with the ability to stream, play, and record high-def video. You can even connect it to your TV with its HDMI out port to watch HD content on the big screen if you want, assuming that the 4.3-inch screen just isn't big enough for you.
It's a really large, beautiful screen.
Yeah, and HDMI out, in addition to wireless streaming, is a big trend that we're seeing this year. And of course, everything has a front-facing video camera on it, and this one is no exception.
Yeah, the camera's going to let you connect face-to-face with your contacts, but for more high-resolution pictures, there is a 5-megapixel autofocus camera on the back. There are a ton of features with the camera, including we have an image editor, which is great, macro mode for close-ups, and customizable options like a self-timer, which is great. We have not really seen that on phones before, and color effects.
Yeah, there's even a Facebook profile picture mode, which will do a camera flash like it's in a mirror, and then blow out the contrast so you look remotely attractive. It's not true. It's running Android 2.2. It offers 3G and 4G mobile hotspot connectivity.
Woo!
It has Bluetooth 2.1 capabilities, which is important. 2.1 is different.
It is. With 2.1 Bluetooth, you can get support for not just headsets and hand-free access, but push notifications, stereo audio distribution, remote control features, and even transferring files.
I like the words that are coming out of your mouth, Morgan.
I know. When can we get our hands on it?
Here's the thing. LG just announced this phone. It doesn't actually have a price or an official release date, but we do know that it'll be on Verizon, and we're hearing that it's going to hit stores around March.
All right, well, I will be ready. Okay, next up we have Samsung's 4G LTE smartphone. Now, this beautiful phone is so new, it doesn't even have a name yet.
Oh, what do you want to name it? Bernardo.
Bernardo, I like that.
Hey, little Bernardo.
LTE stands for Long-Term Evolution, which is the next generation network. It's better than 3G. It's made for bandwidth-heavy apps and content like music, downloading, video streaming, and mobile TV. You know, all the stuff that you actually want to do with your smartphone but weren't able to before?
Right.
I also heard that the phone is going to come loaded with apps at purchase.
Very cool. Yeah, it actually has a bunch of LTE-specific apps that'll take advantage of the rate at which you can transfer data, which, again, is now very fast-like.
Yes.
You can get Skype video chat, Mobi TV, Sling Mobile. There's games like Golf 2. Golf 1 was a huge success.
Fantastic.
And, of course, Rock Band. Love the Rock Band. Samsung's Media Hub will even stream movies and TV. You get all that, plus an HTML5 browser, which is always nice.
It is nice. It also has a 1 gigahertz processor. Remember when your computer had a 1 gigahertz processor?
No, mine still doesn't.
2 years ago.
I'm running a 486.
It's powered by Android 2.2, so it's easy to access Google, YouTube, Gmail, and the 100,000 plus apps in the Android market.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we have front and rear cameras.
Yes, and they work really well. Of course, you get the standard 1.3 megapixel camera up front, which is just for video chat. It's very basic. The rear camera on this bad boy, though, is 8 megapixels with an LED flash.
Nice.
Now, along with the lack of an official name, although we just named it the Samsung Bernardo, Samsung has yet to comment on a price or a release date for the phone. Again, we do know that it will be on Verizon, though.
Correct.
So there you have it.
Okay.
I just want them to name it so people can look forward to it and say what they're looking forward to.
All right, we had a phone down, but...
we had a phone down, but we never leave any gadget behind. Let me unlock this bad boy.
Okay.
Next, we have Verizon's first 4G phone.
Yay!
This is the HTC Thunderbolt. That was the sound of the bolt of thunder.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Webb. It's yet another Android 2.2 smartphone, but since it's on the speedy 4G network, it has the latest HTC Sense UI
Which
as well.
I'm a fan of.
You're a fan of, and that means it's very responsive and extremely fast. You like HTC?
I have the HTC Incredible, and I really do like the HTC Sense, even though it's something that you would usually not like is someone else's layer on top of
something on top of something else, right?
It works well. They do a good job. Benchmark tests show it easily beating smartphones like the Nexus 1, Moto Droid X, and HTC Evo. Now, another cool thing about the Thunderbolt is it organizes all of your SMS messages, email, and data by person, not through the programs themselves. So it's easier to carry your data between the various apps, which is really great.
Yeah, the Thunderbolt also has a dynamic noise cancellation system, which is cool. Digital compass, proximity sensor, GPS, 8 megapixel camera, front-facing camera for video chat. Basically, the standard features that you'd expect from a smartphone.
Yeah.
They're all included. Unfortunately, price and release date have not been announced, but at least it has a name. The Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt. Kabam!
Thanks, Morgan.
You're welcome.